So I was sitting here after cleaning the house for, an hour, trying to keep my husband happy so that he doesn't feel like I'm wasting the whole day just doing my crazy content creation thing that I've wasted my life, 15 years of my life doing. Wondering what I was going to talk about today in my daily vlogs. And I was looking through my watch later list, that, as I'm browsing YouTube, I'm adding things to left and right as they pop up. And I think, I'd like to watch that, but just not right now. I do appreciate having the watch later function because it's much easier than bookmarking all these, videos that I'll never visit again. Especially, since I tend to use the app on our TV a lot more often because my days of just sitting there, watching YouTubes on YouTubes. Sound like a mother talking about the Nintendos. Anyway, watching YouTube on one monitor while I work on brainless graphic design jobs in the other. And one of the videos that popped up was one that showed up in my recommended videos as I was doing my YouTube research for the meet and greet list for VidCon, which is due today or tomorrow, something like that. Anyway, and a video popped up by Dan Howell, who is an old YouTuber. He started way back in the beginning, like I did, and he has been famous for years. He stopped making regular content some time back, and I admit I was never a huge watcher of his. I was at VidCon in the 2013 British invasion, as it was called, where all of a sudden all these UK creators suddenly became famous overnight. And, YouTube was growing. I believe Google had already bought it and, started pumping money into it and was giving people brand deals. And, it's nothing like it was today. I mean, like it is today, but, it was up and coming. Anyway, so he's been famous and then he kind of stopped making content. And I've only seen a few of his videos. But I know that he exists. I know that he has existed. And this video is an hour and 25 minutes long, an hour, 25 minutes and 21 seconds long, apparently. And it's called Why I Quit YouTube. Kind of a clickbaity title, and yet it is accurate to what the video is about. And I haven't even finished the whole video. I'm only 17 minutes in, but I had to pause it and do my vlog for the day, because even in those 16 minutes, he touched on so many concepts, whatever you want to call them, that are very relevant to what I've experienced from the outside over the years of making content for YouTube. And it's all things that I've already observed, within the vlogs by the famous people, or a handful of conversations I've had with some of them at VidCon and a few at San Diego Comic-Con. The couple of times I went, I lived in San Diego, but rarely had the opportunity to go to San Diego Comic-Con because it's very hard to get a ticket. Anyhow, but, essentially, being a famous content creator on YouTube, at least in the old days, when you don't come from wealth. You guys know how I feel about attractive, privileged teenagers who just go, I want to be famous. Mummy, buy me a production team. Daddy, pay for subscribe. Fuck those people. Anyhow, those who become creators and do not have the resources starting out to, buy their own production teams and whatnot, the difficulty of producing your own content, even just simple vlogs, vlogs can also take effort. I mean, a lot of people will edit theirs. I do not edit mine because, the point is to just wax on about a topic and not feel like I need to take 10 hours in the day editing it and making it punchy. And, you know, I have watched a lot of currently, well, I've watched a couple seconds at a time of a whole bunch of videos in the last few days, doing my research for the meet and greets, trying to familiarize myself with the very long list of people who are listed as featured creators for YouTube, for VidCon. A lot of them are TikTokers. I don't hate TikTok as a concept. I've never really been a fan of very short films, especially the ones that are just like really quick parodies. They're like popcorn, you know? A couple pieces is good, but I'm not the type to just want to sit there and ram an entire bag of popcorn into my mouth. I don't have the time for that. I like to have something to show for the last hour of my life, even though, you know, my standards for what I consider worth is going to be different than others. I'm really not a fan of like the dance videos or the lip syncing ones. I guess I'm not young enough to understand the appeal of that. I do like the comedians though, like Sarah Cooper, I think her name is. She does lip syncings to Trump quotes, but she does, you know, she puts on a costume and she really nails down the facial expressions and just things like that. So like that kind of, you know, lip syncing is quite funny. But anyway, so I've been watching all these videos and, you know, even the new vlogs, like there's a lot of editing that goes into them. There's a lot of sound effects and making the voices like demonic and just GIFs, you know, animated, not even GIFs, but animated meme things popping up and jump scares and just all sorts of, you know, a carnival for the senses. Not my kind of content. I mean, there's a couple that I came across that I did actually subscribe to. I admit when someone's already got millions of subscribers, it makes me less inclined to subscribe because I guess I'm a hipster. Anyhow, so yes, back to this video. Like I said, it's stuff that I've already kind of heard through the vlogs and through conversations with famous influencers, especially, and I fucking hate the word influencer. It makes me want to vomit. But calling everyone a content creator feels like an insult to those who actually put fucking effort into their content. And I've seen, you know, things making fun of influencers, which I always appreciate. I mean, Emily in Paris, which I did watch the first season of. Haters gonna hate. They made fun of, you know, hot young asshole influencers. There was an episode of American Horror Stories, the spin-off, where it's basically one of those households of loud, obnoxious, attractive, not to me, but attractive teenage or young adult males just doing stupid shit, I don't know, where they all get murdered and they all think they're pranking each other, but they're actually getting murdered, and that was very cathartic. I am a bitter, curmudgeonly old hag. I fully admit it. It is what it is. So on. Anyhow, so yeah, his video is basically, you know, an insight to what it's like being popular and the soul-sucking reality of having to put so much constant mental energy and work into your content, again, for people who are not rich and can just buy their own production company. I will say forever, fuck those people. You must put the work. You must be in the trenches. I'm spitting everywhere. You must be in the trenches of the effort to deserve that fame. He even says that in the video, you know, somewhat sarcastically, but talks about, you know, people raking you over the coals to see, you know, do you deserve the fame or not? Brain fart. Anyway, yes, so it's a good video. I recommend it. even if you've never heard of Dan Howell, which again, you know, I've only seen a couple of his videos, but just the overall insight and reality of what it's like to be a content creator, and is it really something to strive for? You know, I like to talk about how in the beginning, again, he also talks about this in this video. It's really a very good video. In the beginning, you know, starting out on YouTube, there was no such thing as YouTube famous. It was a creative, fun, silly thing. And I just remember I had all these like parody ideas and everything, and I would try to get my friends into them, and they just had no interest at all. And I probably should have tried more of the content that a lot of people at that time did, where they would just play characters. And, you know, Happy Slip is one of the old channels that I still venerate, who would do that. And I still think her videos are hilarious. I'll watch her old videos now, and I still find them hilarious. I guess it's because I'm fucking old as fuck. But anyway, yeah. I talk about, you know, trying to get people into it back then versus now, where it's still difficult to get people into it because I have no friends, because I don't get to talk to anyone, both because of COVID and because I have young children, and the parents that I meet. Two things about meeting parents, trying to make friends with parents. One, I have almost never met a parent who even watches YouTube videos, let alone wants to become a YouTuber. And I hate putting so much power into YouTube as a platform because, as we know, they've punched me in the face over and over and over. You know, they'll make someone like Steven Crowder or Alex Jones or Ben Shapiro and all that shit. They'll make them millionaires. But if you have the temerity to fight for topless equality, even if you do censor your videos, they will delete you and tell you to shut the fuck up. Stop making content. You'll get videos falsely banned for absolute bullshit reasons, like linking to a link to a link to a link to a link that has an embedded tweet that happens to auto-generate a picture with female nipples in it. They will hit you with a strike, because it literally just happened to me. Thank you, YouTube. Anyway, beyond all that, I've never been able to have much reliability in finding local people to make videos with. But I know that my regulars, my online friends, who I became friends with through, you know, commenting on videos like this and hanging out on our Discord channel, which you can join yourself at toplesstopics.org/chat. Just don't be, you know, a gross pervert, and don't be a an alt-right Trumper scum, okay? Just don't be either of those, you know. You can disagree, but just don't be a fucking asshole about it. Anyhow, I know that a lot of you, especially Zan, are baffled by my continued efforts to put my videos out there so that other people can actually find them, you know, instead of just focusing on just get the video up, and if it gets banned, it gets banned, and if nobody finds it, then nobody finds it. I'm definitely getting closer to that. I am getting closer to that. It would be nice for more than just my, 10 followers to find it. But anyway, why I continue to pursue fame. And attention is part of it. I mean, it's nice to say a thing and have other people say, I agree. Or, maybe not agree, but, it has created this thoughtful discourse that I would like to respectfully discuss with you. I really enjoy that. I don't want to be pigeonholed into, like he says in the video, feeling like you have to make the content that is more popular, whether or not it's what you want to do. I mean, if I wanted that, I could just, striptease. I'd have to censor everything out, and I'd probably still get banned because my content is so aggressively targeted by haters. But, I still, I do these vlogs. No one watches them. I don't know why I do them. I just enjoy it. Anyway, so all that is to say that even though I have never achieved fame, and I understand very well that getting fame is fraught with its own problems, as he mentions in the video, the very good video, go watch it. Negativity bias, everyone has it, even, Hollywood celebrities. I've been reading Catch and Kill by Ronan Farrow. I'm almost done. I know I'm a very slow reader. It's because I just don't really have... I'm addicted to social media. I'm addicted to doom scrolling on Twitter and reading about, women losing our bodily autonomy and Russia bombing fucking Ukraine and, all that terrible stuff. I don't really engage with climate change stuff because it just makes me panic the fuck out and be furious that our planet is dying and the people with the power to change it just, I don't know what they're thinking. Do they think they can live on Mars? Anyhow, yes, why am I going to VidCon? Why am I excited? Because I want to be around people who at least watch YouTube. I'm hoping to meet people who, maybe they don't have to be oldbies. I think it's easier if they at least understand, a little bit about how YouTube has changed. And, aren't just coming into it with only the perception of creating online content the way it has been, the last, half decade or whatever. Before TikTok, there was Vine and, YouTube Shorts are now a thing and just bleh. Anyway. But yeah, I'm hoping to meet other people who like to create videos, maybe find some people interesting to interview for Topless topics, maybe find people to co-live stream just for fun, who, are progressives like me and can talk about the kind of things that I talk about. We're playing the games. Well, I'm playing the games. You guys are watching me play the game and shouting from the back. Do that, don't do that. Or, pick this class or use this weapon, which is, it's good. I like it. It's okay. It's fun. It's a communal effort. Anyhow, I keep losing my train of thought. I'm very bad at, like I can write a list on my phone of things I want to talk about, but then I'm using the phone to record, so I can't see the list. Yes. So going to VidCon. Hoping to meet people that are just, interested in making content, not for pursuit of fame and riches. I mean, it's fine if, that's sort of a tertiary want of yours, which it sort of is of mine, just only if I get to continue to do the content that I want, not do stuff that I have fucking, revulsion for just because it gets more views. I'd rather stay, anonymous and unwatched than super rich and famous making content I hate. It's true. I would rather. I'm not just sour grapesing it. I really would rather continue to make content that I enjoy making or that I think is important versus making shit content just to be famous. Yeah, looking forward to it. And hoping I meet people, and not really sure how I'm going to present the idea of my content in a way that doesn't, cause people to recoil in horror. I guess, if they recoil, they recoil. It is what it is, right? And be reassured in the fact that even if they do recoil in horror, I'll never see them again, so who cares what they think. Maybe make some friends. And just, have a week away from the children, which will be fucking crazy. But yes, go watch this video by Dan Howell. It's called Why I Quit YouTube. And you don't even have to watch the whole thing. Like I said, I've only watched 17 minutes of it and I'm already, thinking about all these things. I will finish watching it after I do more research for the meet and greet, since it's due today. It's quite a long video, so kind of the thing I'm going to watch while I'm cleaning house and whatnot. So, because I don't just sit and watch hour and a half videos anymore. Yeah, go watch it. leave a comment if you want. I mean, I always invite the discourse. Just don't be a fucking gross. Don't be gross about it. Don't be a troll about it. I mean, you can if you want, but why? How does it make your life better to be like that? And join our Discord if you haven't, and we can all chat and become friends because it's fun. All right, see you in tomorrow's video, I guess. Oh yeah, tonight is Link's talent show, so I can talk about that tomorrow. All right, goodbye.